We're mudlarking in the wind. Hi everyone, there's a stiff breeze coming down the Severn Estuary today and we're out at Beachley having a look what we can find here amongst the pebbles and the mud, because it's very muddy here, but we won't be venturing far out into that mud because it's not safe, and better safe than sorry. But I'm sure we'll find some lovely things, so come and join us now as we take a walk along Beachley Beach.
Ooh, and while Phil was talking, I spotted this straight away. A piece of sea glass. Teckleys, I think it says on it. Oh, you got a piece of that?
And there's a piece of green.
Right, I'm not sure either of those are terribly old, but I'm hoping for good things because apparently you can get a lot of Roman type shards of pottery here and pipe stems. Oh, I'm so excited to get looking. Right, I'll pop you down. Don't forget to shout if you see something. There are quite a lot of old bricks. Not terribly old, I don't think. But oh look, it's a bottle. No, is it a screw top? Yep, it's a screw top bottle. I don't think it's very new though. I think it's got a bit of age to it. It's a plastic lid. Oh well, I thought it was a vulcanized stopper. This is just the beginning of the mud. If you look down there, it's very gloopy. But I'm staying up here because the fines are so sticky down there, you can't clean them. So they stay in this area. You can see the amount of bricks everywhere. I think when they were demolishing things, they just threw all the rubble into the sea. More sea glass. OCE or something. I wonder how old that is. Do you think it's very old? I don't think it is. Well, keep looking. I'm sure we're going to crack finding something old. Oh, what have you found?
I have.
Oh, one of those. It's a hinge off something that needed a hinge.
It's either an offset hinge,
right,
or it's such a solid job the way it's pressed, it could have been some kind of, see, off a vehicle. Oh
yes, a van door or something, do you think?
Yeah, possibly. But it's got a bush in there, but I found that. Found a bit of
blue and white. Probably willow pattern.
And I found the neck of a bottle.
Wow, a bottle stopper.
With a bottle stopper. Oh.
Oops.
It's one of them. It's one of them cork and plastics. I thought it was going to be a vulcanized bottle stopper. But I can see now.
Oh dear, it's not very well.
The cork broke. So we're having a tough time of it, yeah?
Right, it's just plastic.
But it's a plastic topped cork in a possibly sherry bottle.
Oh well. You've nearly got a vulcanised bottle stopper.
Almost.
Ooh, look. You go along here. Oh, from a distance that looked like a proper gummy bear shaped piece of glass. But next door to it is this one, which again I don't think is that old. I'm going to search for old glass. Are we going to find any old glass today? There's quite a few green beer bottles that are very modern. Maybe all the good glass is gone. Perhaps it's all being picked up by mudlarkers and we'll never find any here again. Oh, there's a piece of sea glass and you got a piece of very gooey white pottery. Oh, I can see a yellow bit of a cup handle. And what's this here? I think that was just very crazed. Piece of pottery there. White again, loads of white pottery. And oh, up there's a wheel. Oh look! Now, that may seem a bit weird, but I think I know the story behind this, because that looks like a 60s racing car, plastic, and it seems to be set in concrete, which seems really weird. But last time we were here, over there was a wall that they built using just stuff they picked up off the beach and rubbish, mixed it with concrete and made a wall. Now you can see we've got a very nice posh wall there now, just newly built. So this is from the old wall when they took it down, and that's a bit of racing car that's been encased in concrete many decades ago and has now escaped and is trying to get away. Now that's an interesting piece of metal. It could be off a bit of fence or something, whatever, but there's a hole there as well. Do you think that this is part of a barrel? It's from a coopered barrel and that would have gone around the middle section. I think it may be a little bit too thick for that. I'm not sure, but we'll go with that anyway because it's such a romantic idea that it's part of a big barrel from 100 years ago, we'll say. Yeah, that's the story we'll make up for that. Oh, it is so cold here today. Look out to sea, it's a very bleak view. Oh, I don't know if you can hear me with this wind blowing so strong. And there's the Severn Bridge. And there is a mudlarker in its natural habitat. Aha, now the colour on that makes me think it's old. Oh, that's so pretty. It's an aqua colour. Oh, and here's the bottom of a wine glass. Poor thing, it's seen better days. I think I can see the bottom of an old bottle. Can you see it? Aha, yeah, you spotted it. There it is. Oh, I don't know if it is that old. It's quite thick, but the bottom doesn't have any wear on it, so no, I think we're going to say that's not very old. I spotted something in the mud and I'm wondering if it's another bit of wine glass. Yes, the bottom of another wine glass. We're finding an awful lot of these. And what is that? A bit of brown. Is that new or old? Don't want to touch it because it's so gooey. I think it's fairly new. I've turned my camera on because I think I found it. I found my first pipe stem of the day. Yes, look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. I expected to find some pipe stems. There are far fewer than I expected to find, but I think that's because a lot more people are coming here and so the pickings are very slim now, but I'm happy. Look at that, I found my first pipe stem. Bigger stones up there. I think we'll stay by the medium-sized stones for now. Oh, what's that? It's a bone. I wonder if it's a dinosaur bone. Could be a dragon bone. Probably a bone from somebody's kitchen or a farm. Perhaps a dead sheep, something like that, that fell into the river. Then again, it is very brown. I wonder if that means it's really old. Aha, that's been cut, hasn't it? So I say that's been butchered. Oh no. It is long and rather large.
Yeah, I got pointy end like a pencil.
Oh yes, how useful. Well, it is useful, I suppose, but it's not really what we came looking for, is it?
Well, I don't know. You mustn't have any preconceived ideas when you're mudlarking. Would you like to see what else I found?
Yes, they look much more reasonably sized.
Yeah, well that's not going to fit in my bag, but it just might go over my shoulder. There we go. Let's have a little look at it. Oh! Now then, I've no idea what that is. I don't think it's old, but it's China, isn't it?
I wonder if it's a little palette.
But it'd be handy for you to mix paint, wouldn't it?
It would. I'd be taking that home for a palette, yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
You know, me and my rims, and I think that was a proving bowl or something, because...
Do you think that's a pattern?
I'm not sure, but it's definitely glazed on the inside and not on the outside.
Right, there's not many inclusions in it, so I don't think it's Roman.
No. That's a bit of our industrial past there.
Little handle, is it?
Possibly, I think, more likely to have clamped on a pipe holding onto something, you know, and that clamp on the top and bolted down.
Yeah, it could be.
It's got a big round, and it looks like there were screws there, look.
Yeah.
And here's another bit of our industrial past.
Oh, that looks vicious.
That was a nail that's now bent.
Yep.
Now we get those clout nails in the floorboards back in Wales from 100 years, 120 years ago.
Right.
But not as long as that.
No.
I think that was probably on the deck of a ship or something.
Yes, we could say it was off the deck of a ship. I like that.
It was a huge lump on you when I found it, but I tapped it off to see if it was a clout nail, to be sure, and it is. You can see the form of the head there. And then these are just interesting little bits of chunky pottery that I found. I found little pieces, but I just popped them straight in my pocket. The little pieces will be good for games of plain or patterned when I make them up, because I've got a couple of orders at the moment for the USA.
It's amazing the crazing on these. I wonder if the salt water makes it worse.
See, that one's got a nice little rim
embossing on it.
But that one was, that's got a bit of age, whatever it is.
It's very well worn, isn't it? Yeah.
And that was just a pretty little different rim to what we usually find.
Oh yeah, a little bit of edge. And you've gone quiet. I think you're up to something. So what are you hiding from us?
In my hand?
Yes.
Me hiding?
Yes.
I just want to encourage you, dear.
Yes.
Now, we might not have found any Roman pottery, but you did mention pipe stems.
I did.
Plural.
Yeah. Oh wow, you found 4.
All different sizes.
Look at the difference in size from the fattest to the thinnest. It's amazing, isn't it?
But they are all genuine pipe stems.
Well done. We found 1, but you found 4, so you're winning at the moment. Oh, oh, is that a pipe stem?
All right, then, so you've got 2.
Oh yes, look at that. As I was looking, I thought, I'm sure that's pipe stem. Hey! So I got 2, you got 4.
There we go. The race is on.
Okay.
Right, 2-4.
While Phil was showing us, I also spotted this. I'm terrible for keeping looking while Phil's chatting, because there's just so much to see and I don't want to miss anything. That's nice, and I wonder how old that is. It was glazed on the inside, but there was some decoration on the outside too. And I've also seen what I'm hoping is slipware. I don't really think it is, but let's go have a look. Oh, wait a minute, I think it is. Oh, look. I'm pretty sure that counts as slipware. I'll double check and let you know on screen, but look at that. That's the first piece I've ever found. Somebody was really kind and sent me some because they knew I really wanted some, but that's the first I found of my own. Oh, what's this? That's got a, like, iridescent type glazing on it. So look at it closely. Do you think that is Roman pot? Possibly. There are a lot of Roman bits and pieces around here. Oh, what's that? Oh, I thought it was patterned. I think it's just a stone.
Okay, Caroline's just passed me the camera for a moment. I think she's working on the premise that if I'm holding the camera, concentrating on what I'm doing and carrying a big post, then perhaps I wouldn't be able to find any more pipe stems and she could win. Well, she's not going to win because I've already found one more pipe stem before she passed me the camera. Perhaps that's why she's trying to slow me down. And I've put my post down for the moment. I will try and remember that before I leave. And let's have a look what we can find here. Now then. Something but there. There's a base of a mug, I would say. And I think that's quite modern base off a mug. There we go. We'll wander along. Can't find anything else here. There's so many pebbles, so many different shapes and sizes. I wonder what that was off. It's a fair chunk. As can I say, get a lot of crazing on it here as well on this glaze, which makes it interesting. Obviously my priority is pipe stems because I'm in a competition and that matters. Not a lot, but it matters. Right then, let's have a little look. Shout if you see a pipe stem, folks. Be sure to shout loud because this wind is blowing today. What have I got by here? Another bit of two-tone rim. I'll pop that in my pocket. I can see a tile up there. I wonder what's on the other side of that. Oh, that's quite a nice colour, isn't it? It's quite a rich blue. Oh, I like that. I'm going to pop that into in our little piece of tile collection because I'm going to find a use for those one day. A few bits of large driftwood that's come up along here. I'm just going to have a little look along the edges here and see if anything has got caught up around the timber, you know, as the water is washed in and out. So got any finds here that are of note and interest. Ah, now that's interesting. Look, that's definitely the front of a pipe, front of the bowl. You see the seam there with the pattern on it? So that's a bit of pipe. So that's got to count. That takes me up to 6. So that's an excellent start. That was right there in amongst this debris that has washed in. Anything else here, folks? Let's have a look. Be careful, look at it. I think I can see a cork. Yeah, cork over there. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that's definitely a cork. There we go. Oh, he's in the water a while, isn't he? And look there, folks, just next door to where I lay my stick. Just so you get an idea of exactly how we spot these things. Sometimes they're just up, pointing straight at you and you can't miss them, but sometimes you have to get down and have a look. Because the first thing that caught my eye was the green bit of glass there. Quite thick bit of glass. But then, look. Just there. That's number 7 for us. Ooh, we're doing well. Nice find. That's a piece of pipe bowl and a piece of pipe stem just searching along the edge of this bit of timber. Just goes to show that the idea paid off. To see if stuff has washed up over and then not gone back down, you know, got trapped behind it. And scanning around. Now this looks interesting. Could this be our second piece of pipe bowl for today? Just there. Ah, I don't think so. I think that's just a bit of stone that's trying to fool us. But as I'm looking there, just back nearer the log, something caught my eye, and now I've lost sight of it again. Right, let's have a look together, folks. I'm sure I just scanned a bit of pipe stem as I turned There. Can you see it? Ah, it's going down. Yep, here we have it. Number 8. So, our little stone didn't prove to be anything, but there we go. That's 3 more for our collection so far, just looking around these bits of log. So it's certainly paying off. Just go along the top here and see what's along the top and down the back. Tell you what, see if he'll move over. How you doing, buddy? There you go. Right. Anything in there? Anything, folks? Can you see it? Right, we don't seem to be having much luck along this little bit, unless you're seeing something and I'm not hearing you. So I'm just going to pop further up the beach and have another look. Rather large piece of concrete here, probably from some kind of sea defence. Looks like it held a girder at one point, probably a footings for a staging, maybe from the old days when the ferry sailed from here. But I thought same principle as around the logs, just looking to see if there's anything along these parts. Obviously favouring the idea of finding something else pipe related because of the competitive element today. Oh, there's a, oh, that's quite a nice piece of, that's a lovely piece of terracotta there. I like that. I'm going to keep that just because I like it. A piece of very smooth off china there. I'm going to have that. Right. Oh, now I can see something here. It's not pipe related, but you know I'm a sucker for a bit of old metal. And here you are, folks, in its natural habitat, a bit of old cast. Probably Victorian, extremely worn, and to my eyes it has a beauty of its own. And I think what a marvellous setting. But it's going to get lost to sea, so it's going home with me.
That's a lovely rock formation. Reminds me of the Grand Canyon, but just not quite as grand as the Grand Canyon. Really interesting though. Oh, hello Mr. Johnson. What are you doing in my rock?
I thought that I should show you as evidence that I have gained 3 more bits of pipe.
Right.
So that puts me on 8.
Well, I think you should stop looking now because I got 57 gazillion, so
oh, well.
You might as well give up.
Would you like to see my pieces?
Do you think we put him off? I don't think so.
Folks know about them, they found them with me. There's one.
What? 2, why is your hand like that? You
well, number 3
something?
is under there.
Oh, right. Oh, it's a bit of bowl.
Yes.
With a wheat sheaf on. No, it's not a sheaf, is it? It's a year of wheat.
Yes.
Very nice.
And we actually, when we looked, what made us stop and look was there was a log, and we thought it could be something up against the log. And we thought we found a bit of bowl, but it wasn't, it was a stone.
Ah.
But we did find 1, 2, 3.
Very nice.
So
Anything else?
Yes, but it's all in my bag. I found some scrap and bits and pieces.
Right.
But I've dropped them in my bag. Everybody's seen them. You'll have to wait until you do the edit to see what they look like.
Do you want to come and see my pile?
Go on then. Let's have a look what you found while we weren't with you.
So you want to see what I found?
No, I don't. I wanted to see what you found, but I've noticed that you've got a pile of pipe stems.
Oh,
so
it's not quite a pile.
No, but it's putting you pretty much, I think you could be neck and neck here.
Oh, right. Oh, good.
Let's have a look.
Well, first thing I want to show you is my It's a new game. Is it Roman or not? I got this piece of terracotta here, and it's got some interesting lines on there. So I just wondered if possibly, if you look at the glaze, it's not a standard black either. So it could be Roman.
Didn't we? No, I've got a half a memory of a bit of glaze like that the last time we visited you some months ago. And I'm pretty sure we found that green glaze then as well, and it made us wonder.
Right.
So
I'll put the link to that video in the description below. You can check it out and see if you can see what you think. Is it the same?
because there was a hole there, I would say.
I would say so, yes. Seems quite manufactured there. Anyway, back to my is it Roman or not. Got this shoe which has got like a glaze on it, which is like a, well, it's not a shiny glaze there because it's been worn away, but it was once shiny there. And it looks like that. So I thought there's a possibility it could be. I've got this shoe which looks like a tile, but it does have an awful lot of inclusions in it, which are like the little bits they used. So that could be. I've got this, which could be. And finally I've got this, which I don't think is Roman, but possibly a bit of slipwear. I'll need to check that out, the bit without the brown on. One way of finding out if these tiles are extremely interesting or not is there's a man called Richard Emery, and he goes mudlarking on the Thames, and he's written a book and it helps you to identify your finds. So that's well worth having a look at, and check out his channel because he's really interesting.
At the moment, I'm trying to take note of what you're doing, but I'm scanning because I'm trying to find another pipe stem in case you've caught up with me. So I'm looking around, I'm saying, yes dear, and I'm just eyeing the beach looking for pipe stems.
I think this is probably a bit of sewer pipe, but I brought it along anyway. And I got this, which isn't a piece of sewer pipe, and it's got a really interesting glaze on it, so I'm not sure what that is. And on the back it's like that, so it could be off a teapot or something. And I've got a rim, and I've got this, which is smooth on the outside but rough on the inside, so I'm thinking that was possibly an ornament. I've got this, which I think is off a ceramic jelly mould, a white jelly mould, and this, which is the bottom of a flagon or a bowl, probably a bowl because it's glazed inside. I got this, which is really nice. An interesting point is how much I found when I'm not taking the camera with me. I find a lot less when I'm filming.
That goes to show I was right.
You think so?
I told everyone, I said Caroline's giving me the camera because she thinks it'll distract me from finding pipe stems.
Yes.
You just confessed to that.
I know. It's
inadvertently.
right. I cannot lie.
Something I just noticed, you were saying about this, these two pieces, and this one's much thinner and possibly a piece, yet they're similar. But of course, the same pottery were making objects for the home and ornaments and making sewer pipes, and they were salt glazing them all, so they do look very similar in finish, don't they?
They do.
Just thought I'd mention that.
Yep, interesting. And we got this, which is, I think it's a gilt pattern on there. It looks red, but there's definitely a lot of goldy shiny bits on there. And then we've got my pipe stems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how thin that one is. I would say that's probably older. And I'd say that's probably the newest. It's quite a chunky one.
If you've got 5, and you already had 2.
Yes.
So 5 and 2 is 7. And I've got 7, but I've also got the bit of bowl.
All right, so you could have just.
And I'm not going to count that as 2 because that'd be cheating.
Yes, it would.
But if we count, but if we do count it as 1 because it's a bit of a pipe.
Yep.
Then I'm still just ahead by 1.
You are. Now I got this, which I think is a stone slate off a roof. You can see the hole in the top where the nail would have been. It's a bit smashed to death now. It's off an old cottage somewhere. Some bits of glass there, and including this bit, which would have been off a medicine bottle. And then I thought we'd play a mini game of plain or patterned. So Mr. Johnson, I challenge you to plain or patterned.
Okie dokie. I'm going to go patterned.
Ding-ding-ding. It's patterned. 1 to fill.
I'm going to go plain.
It's patterned. It's got like a wheat or something on it. Something strange.
That's quite a nice
or
pattern.
Grass.
Yeah, I like that. It's just different. It's unusual.
Isn't it?
And it's yours, so I don't like it that much.
Right.
I'm going to try patterned.
No, it's
Plain.
plain.
It's one colour.
Ah.
It's plain. Plain turquoise. Plain. Ah!
It's patterned, willow pattern.
Best I can hope for is a draw, and I gotta get them both. I am lacking my buddies helping me today.
I know.
Patterned.
Yes, it's patterned.
I'm playing for a draw.
And finally,
Now I'm going to use reverse psychology
Right.
and say it's plain. And it's patterned. Oh, I should have just gone with your rule that if it's a small piece, it's a pattern, and I'd have been drawing as it is. Congratulations.
yep, that's 4 to me, 2 to you.
Yep, you win.
Commiserations.
But I'm still one in the lead, but we've got this entire beach to re-walk yet.
Yes, let's go looking for more pipe stems.
Why not?
Right, we're going to scan very carefully for pipe stems on the way back because Phil is beating us really with his bit of pipe bowl. We need to find some. We need to find lots. And we'll safely. Ooh! Look, I found one! I found one! Right, so we now are definitely neck and neck if we count his bit of pipe bowl. But as I was saying, we need a safe lead because the chances are he's going to find some anyway. So, right, here we go. Eyes down. Shout if you see a pipe stem. Oh, I thought that was a bit of pipe bowl, but it's not. That's a nice bit of green. Oh, and is that a door lock or something? No, I'm not sure what. Oh, it's a bike pedal. You see, there's the rubber blocks, and it's becoming part of its environment. Everything's joined onto it. And over here, I can see a tuft or a tooth. Stay in there. I thought I'd show you in case you like that sort of thing. Yeah, pipe stems, pipe stem. Come to me, pipe stems. Oh, there's a bit of glass. That's nice. Oh, I can see another piece of glass. That really did look like it was a sweetie chew. It's not though. Definitely glass. Have you seen what I've just seen? There. Ooh. Is it what I think it is? It's a glass marble. Oh, that's exciting. Let's see if there's anything in it. No, it's a plain glass marble. It's like a greeny colour. Oh, that's a really nice find. Ooh, now we know that we need to be looking for marbles as well as bits of pipe stem. Right, quick, back to it. Ooh. Can you see what I can see again? Now, if I'm right, then that, yes, is a bit of pipe stem. But look what's there. More pipe stem. I wonder if they joined originally. Ooh, 2 in 1. Whoa, we're getting good at this now. Ho, 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 look what I found. It's another bit of pipe stem. I'm not expecting to find whole pipes here. So I think we're safe. We don't have to worry about getting our diggy thingy out to excavate carefully. But that's another one, so I think that's 11 we've got now. Ooh, I think we're starting to get a good lead here. I found a few bits and pieces. I found a square nut. But I don't think that's one of the old square nuts. I think it's something, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's very old. And this very old piece of pot. So I'm not quite sure what that is. And I've also found over here this. Now, I really don't know what that is. At first it reminded me a little bit of one of those garden water pumps. But I don't think it's that. And it's not got a square nut on. So I don't know, something perhaps they used when they built the bridge. It's got washed in. I'm not quite sure. But it's a really nice piece of metal for some reason. Very weird. But I'm not going to take it home because it's a bit heavy. But I will be bringing these home. On the other hand, perhaps I better check with Phil, because otherwise he'll see this on video and say, oh, I would have really liked that. We'll check, see if he wants it. Something in the mud here. Now my guess is a bobbin off an old sewing machine. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, that's nice. Before the bobbins were looking like miniature cotton reels, they used to look like that. I think they used to call them a shuttle bobbin on the sewing machines. One of my first sewing machines had that. Oh, that's nice. You can see the copper in it has gone green. There's a bit of verdigris on there. Ah, very cute. What's this up here? There's a bit of glass that isn't very smooth, but there's a chunk of metal. Oh, it's got some enamelling on it. And on that side, I'd say that's probably off an old stove. What do you think? We've come back around the corner and the wind is amazing in this direction. It wasn't too bad over the other way. I actually took my gloves off because I was so hot. But they're back on now. And I've seen something green. Now it could be plastic. We'll go have a look. Right. Oh, it's actually a ceramic stopper in green. I've never seen one like that. It's still got the rubber on it too. The end snapped a bit. I wonder where that came off. A green one. Oh, that's nice. If I put it in my hand there, you can see it's a substantial size. Ooh, I like that. There's something metal over here. No idea what it is. Oh, there you go. Not being technically minded, I don't really have any idea. Possibly a piston of some sort. What do you reckon? Enlighten me, because I'm useless when it comes to this sort of thing. There we got a little bit of plastic plant from somebody's aquarium. Oh, that's a nice looking bottle top. Got like lines down it as well. Cracked. Let's have a look at the colour. Very nice. Anything else? Because we're nearly finished. If I show you up there, there's the wall. We can't go any further, so we're just checking out the last few feet of the beach, which always really ups the desperation to find something really old and really valuable. You think, oh no, I'm running out of time. Some of these stones, they look really exciting. You think it can't be a stone, and then you turn it over and yes it is. You can also hear the sound of the vans and the lorries passing over the Severn Bridge now. They're very noisy. It sounds like thunder from where we are. I don't know if the camera picks it up like that. It's very thundery.
Well, I'm not feeling as confident as I was in this pipe thing. So let me show you the bits and pieces I picked up on our way back.
What have you got?
Another piece of roof covering.
Yep.
Stone roof covering, which I thought was lovely. That nail hole probably hit in there 200 years ago when somebody covered the roof of their home. Right. This bit of glass. Right,
oh, it's nicely sanded.
That one I thought was cute. Yep,
there's a pattern on the bottom.
Bit of rustic metal.
Yes, a handle of something, isn't it?
That's definitely a handle of something. And this chunk.
Ooh. Oh, that's really pretty. It's off some sort of bigger serving tureen, something like that, do you think?
Again, I've got half a memory of something similar, and I'm wondering, because we haven't been on this side of Beachley for a long time, because they were building the brand new sea defences, so we couldn't get to it. And I'm just thinking perhaps a year or so ago whether we saw something similar from another piece of the same thing, but I caught my eye and I thought that's worth picking up. Okay, did you find any treasures other than pipe stems?
Well, if I show you, if you hold your hand out because it's awkward, I found this little bottle, and I think that's a miniature vulcanite bottle stopper in the neck of the bottle.
Very nice.
So I can't get it out because I've only got one hand. It feels a little bit sticky though.
Right.
So maybe it's reacting. I think oh, it's rubber. Yeah, if I do that,
it's a rubberized.
it's not vulcanized, it's just rubber.
Oh, there we go. Well, we'll have a closer look at that at home.
And I found this, which if I show you up to the camera first, I don't know if you can see the pattern on it. It's some sort of escutcheon, I think. There's a little hole there where it was nailed onto something. It's copper because it's all gone verdigris. Shame it wasn't like a Roman ring. That's what I was hoping for. I don't think it is.
Maybe the back for a draw pull or something.
Could be. Yep.
So now we come to the all important question. You had how many when we set off?
I had 2 pipe stems, and I've shown a couple on camera.
No, you had 2.
Right.
Then you had 5 at the collection point.
All right, so that's
that
5.
was 7.
Right.
I had 7 plus a pipe bowl, so you were.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So it was 7 to 8.
Yeah.
So really, it's how many have you got? How many have I got now?
Well, if you hold your hand up, we'll count how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
To add to your 7?
So it's 13.
That's 13. Now I've got to be honest, I'm impressed.
Are you?
With the size of those.
All right.
I've no idea if I've held my lead because I've got scabby bits.
Oh no, well, you didn't get one big bit and snap it into lots of little ones, did you?
Oh no, there's another bit of glass there. Take that out.
Oh, you have got a rather large amount of scrappy bits. That's a piece of cup handle though, is it?
I think so.
Yes, I think so.
It fooled me at first though when it was sticking out of the ground.
We'll put that there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you had 6.
Oh.
And I was one in the lead when we set off.
So you're still one in the lead
unless
now?
you quickly find one on the floor where we're sitting finding the end of this show, then I may have pinched it by 1, which makes up for the fact that you thrashed me in plain or patterned.
Right.
And of course, I also may not have the biggest pipe stems, but I must have the prize for the biggest find.
Yes.
Because I did carry it bad, folks, and it is going home with me. My giant pencil. I'm sure I can find use for that. Well, if you've enjoyed this show as much as we've enjoyed making it, please give us that thumbs up. And of course, as we always ask, if you know somebody who'd enjoy to come along with us as well, share it with your friends. But most importantly, here from the very edge of Wales, under the bridge that takes us over to England, we say till the next time, have fun. Bye.
Bye.